Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at some item sets, one of the oldest concepts in TF2 since cosmetics got added pretty much. But specifically the ones I'm going to look at were the original item sets and some of the other ones that were added that have had effects to them. And so, no, we're not going to be taking a look at any of like the Halloween sets or just any of the purely cosmetic ones. So, without further ado, let us begin. So, back in 2010, Valve pushed out the Manconomy update. And this added and changed a lot of things that were in Team Fortress 2, such as converting all previously obtained items into vintage items. So all it did was change the text blue, make it more of a rare item, as well as adding unusual effects. This brought in the Series 1 unusual effects of green, purple confetti, green and purple energy, burning flames, scorching flames, searing and vivid plasma, sunbeams, circling heart, circling peace sign, and the circling TF logo, masked flies, haunted ghosts. Pretty decent batch. And then this also introduced trading in game via your friends list, and then this also added the Manco store, as well as adding the Left 4 Dead 2 promotional items of Elsa's cap in the frying pan, and then some of the more notable items not within sets that got added this update were the all class hats of the Manco cap in the Doctor's Dapper Topper, as well as the Chieftain's Challenge for Soldier, the Old Guadalajara for Pyro, and the Sober Stuntman for Demo Man, as well as adding the Vitasaw, the Gloves of Running Urgently, and the Rocket Jumper. So, pretty massive update, all things considered. So, starting in 2010 with Manconomy, there was 5 sets added, and they would continue to add sets all the way up until Jungle Inferno being the last set, or last update rather, to get a set, leaving us with a shocking total of 73 total sets. And then the Scout having 12 all to himself, and 33 of those 73 sets being Halloween restricted. The last 2 sets that got added were the 60s Sidekick for Scout, which is a Robin loadout, and then the Monster Mashup Pack. I do believe I'm not mincing my words on that, which was the Yeti loadout added in Jungle Inferno. First sets up are the Isolationist Pack and the Isolated Merc. Isolated Merc, which is the Pyro on the left, has the MK50 and the Nostromo Napalmer. Napalmer is just a stock reskin. And then on the right, you have the Scout wearing the Isolationist Pack, the Alien Cranium, Biomech Backpack, and the Xeno Suit. The Isolationist Pack is Halloween restricted. The MK50 is not. And apart from you guys being able to tell this is a Aliens reference, it still was a community created promotional item set. So there's that. And then the effect that is still active, and this being the only active damage modifying effect, is that Scouts wearing the Isolationist Pack take 3 times damage per hit from the Napalmer, while people wearing the Isolated Merc set takes 5 times melee damage per hit from Scouts wearing the full Isolationist Pack. So the first of the 5 sets added in the Manconomy update that I was going to talk about was the Special Delivery Pack, which included the Shortstop, Mad Milk, Holy Mackerel, and Milkman. Now, the bonus to having this set when it was first released was it added 25 max health on wear. So your scout jumped up to 150 health. Now, in 2013, this was removed, and you were left with the effect of leaving your calling card on enemies that you killed while you were wearing the set. So, kind of mundane. From the special delivery set, we move on to the Tank Buster, which was the black box and the battalion's backup, accompanied by the Grenadier's soft cat. And the special attribute that was originally given to this was it gave the wearer 20% sentry damage resistance. Later being patched out and giving you the attribute of leaving your calling card once again. Now, I don't know about some of you guys, but 20% sentry damage resistance would be really nice. Next up is the strange case of the Gas Jockey's Gear, which added the degreaser, the power jack, and the attendant. So the uniqueness of this set was that it gave the wearer 10% faster movement speed at the trade-off of being 10% more vulnerable to bullet damage. Now, over the course of this, the power jack was quite the different weapon by itself. Had 25% bonus damage and provided 75 health on kill, but could not gain random crits. And then during the 2013 patch that got rid of the set bonus at the trade-off of giving you the leaving your calling card, the power jack also was changed to a 15% increased move speed while it was deployed, with the 20% damage vulnerability added as well. So yeah, quite the different type of weapon than what it originally started as. Now this next one is the Croco style set, which gave us the Sydney Sleeper, the Darwin's Danger Shield, the Bushwhacker, and Old Snaggletooth. And this one had quite the doozy of an attribute of giving you headshot immunity, which I know a lot of people would probably run that now if that was still there. But alas, in that faded 2013 patch, it gave you the attribute of leaving a calling card instead of having headshot immunity. So, before I dive into this last set, I wanted to thank everybody that made it this far in the video. I hope you all enjoyed this a lot. I know it's been kind of fun looking into some of this history that I didn't know about. But without further ado, let's dive into the Sahar Spy set, which introduced the Your Eternal Reward, Latron J, and the familiar Fez. So, and I will make this correction now by looking at this. This set also gave you a negative where it gave you 0.5 second longer cloak blink time. So whenever like you were bumped or anything, you'd be shimmering for 0.5 seconds longer. So I was wrong when I was saying that the Gas Jockey's Gear was the only one that had a negative effect with it. But the positive effect with this one was the reduced decloak sound volume. Now, I don't know how many of you guys play Spy. I think I have one video where I popped off as Spy. And if most Spies do it right, you don't really hear them decloak ever, because they'll drop it when they're in the middle of a pack. But not even having to worry about that when you're trying to sneak up on an engineer would be very nice nowadays. So in 2010 or in the 2013 patch, when the rest of these sets had their attributes removed, the Sahar Spy, instead of giving you a calling card like the rest did, because that would defeat the point of your eternal reward, it gave you a custom particle effect when taunting. So the way most people looked at this and how most people know about it, it's basically a free unusual effect for any taunt. I don't know if this works with all taunts or if it just works with the basic spy taunts. But yeah, this was pretty cool.